When my ex and I broke up, it was clean. Painful, but clean, no cheating, no screaming. Just the quiet realization that we wanted different futures and pretending otherwise was hurting us both. We wished each other well and went our separate ways. I didn't stalk his social media. I didn't block him either. I just moved on. 6 months later, I got a message request from someone I didn't recognize. "Hi, this might sound weird, but I think you used to date Alex?" My stomach tightened, but I replied honestly. "Yes, why?" A few minutes passed. "I'm Maya, I'm seeing him now. I hope this isn't inappropriate, but I could really use some advice." I stared at the screen, confused. Advice about what? She explained slowly, carefully, like she didn't want to offend me. She said Alex was kind, thoughtful, attentive, but also distant in ways she couldn't explain. He avoided certain conversations, shut down when the future came up, promised things in vague ways that never quite landed. She said she felt like she was always waiting for something that never arrived. My chest went tight, not because I was jealous, because I recognized every word. I considered ignoring her. I didn't owe either of them anything. But something about the way she wrote, polite, nervous, clearly trying to do the right thing, made me pause, so I asked one question. "What do you want advice on exactly?" She replied, "I don't know if I'm overthinking or if this is just who he is." I took a long breath. Then I told the truth. I didn't insult him. I didn't exaggerate. I didn't try to warn her dramatically. I told her how Alex avoided conflict by postponing decisions, how he meant well but struggled with follow-through, how he could love someone deeply and still be emotionally unavailable when it mattered most. I told her the hardest part wasn't the breakup. It was waiting for him to become someone he kept saying he wanted to be. She didn't reply right away. When she finally did, it was short. "Thank you for being honest." That was it. Weeks passed. I assumed that was the end of it. Then one evening, she messaged again. "I talked to him," she wrote. Really talked. "About everything." I didn't ask for details. She continued anyway. "He said you'd always expected more from him, that you weren't patient enough." I smiled sadly at my phone. She added, but when I asked him what more actually was, he couldn't answer. That was the moment I felt something unexpected. Relief, not because she was struggling, but because I finally saw my past from the outside. Calm, clear. Without emotion blurring it. A few days later, she messaged one last time. "I think I know what I need to do," she wrote. "I just wanted you to know your honesty helped more than you realize." She didn't say what she decided. She didn't have to. Months later, I heard through mutual friends that they'd broken up. Quietly, respectfully. The same way Alex and I had. I never reached out to him, he never reached out to me, and that felt right. Sometimes closure doesn't come from confronting the past. Sometimes it comes from helping someone else see it clearly and realizing you already survived it.